Espresso shot 192 with my dude Ray Hensley.
What's up?
But before we get into it, I have a little news. For 86 News, I'm Johnson.
And I'm Chet.
Good to have you, Chet. In our global news segment, residents of a small town in Wales, have been terrified by a quite unusual culprit. A squirrel went on a 2-day rampage and bit 18 people. And now some people are afraid to leave their homes. Yeah, Chet. A tiny squirrel did this. And it says here, the detective that investigated the squirrel rampage labeled the incident as a nutcase. I gotta stop. What do you have on this, Chet?
And reports were also saying that when questioned by authorities, the detective in charge said the culprit was being squirrely.
If I'm doing this, you can't do that. We're just messing around too much. But in all seriousness,
we're having fun here.
In all seriousness, they said the tiny culprit boarded an airplane and fled the country after the incident, and now he's classified as a flying squirrel.
Oh my God, that's rich. Yes.
Oh God.
It's also reported that his first day in jail with his tight little body, the squirrel's gonna be in the shower with a mouthful of nuts.
No, this is getting out of hand. And if it's not a mouthful, it's definitely gonna be a chestnut. Okay. Taking it too far.
A corny joke, so.
For 86 News, I am Johnson.
And I'm Chet.
Thank you, Chet. Hey, if you eat enough nuts, you know what they say, you become one.
That's true. That is true.
We could go on for days, but what's up, bro?
Not much.
News, real quick.
How come every time I'm on your podcast, I hurt my hand?
Because you just beat the shit out of this. Derek. Yeah, right. No, I walk out of this bitch with red hands. He called me red-handed. But merch is out. Espresso merch is out. We got some Johnson hoodies, some Indiana Land hoodies, glonky hats. That's all in my bio on Instagram. And the Patreon is live. Join and get an extra pod every week, along with some behind the scenes, some bloopers, deleted scenes, stuff like that. You're going on tour. You got any news?
Yeah, I'm going on tour. That's my news.
That's it.
What's
your first city?
Logansport, Indiana. We're hitting up the State Theater in Logansport, Indiana.
There's a theater out there?
Dude, yes. It's a beautiful theater. It's an awesome theater. It's old-timey theater. It's been around for a long time, and they've refurbished the shit out of it.
How do you know so much about it?
Because I've done it a lot. I've headlined this theater a couple times. You know, it's not a big deal. It's in front of 8 people, in front of a 700-person
I think
theater.
I've been there.
Have you?
It's like the 4th show I ever did. They're like, yeah, it'll be at a theater. I think they used to do a mic there, and I was like, hell yeah. Went there. There was like -8 people in the crowd. I think they made me pay to get in and buy like Lifesavers gummies. I was like, all right.
It's like West Virginia. Remember when they...
Dude, that was like, I think about that every day. Me and Ray go out to do a show in West Virginia. There's 2 people there, and the 2 people there are the people working the concession in the door.
Yeah. We made 0 money on that show too. That was
Remember
fun.
the hotel we stayed in before that?
Oh yeah, and it was dirty.
It took you like
it looked like people were living in there right before we went in there.
I think there was like somebody's towel. It wasn't a hotel towel. It was like somebody's towel in the bathroom. It was like green and didn't match anything else.
And there were pubes all over the fucking bathtub. I went in there.
There were pubes?
Yeah, I went in there, changed my pants, and was like, "Get the fuck out, we're leaving."
I think the towel had like bleach stains on it too.
Yeah,
from like acne medicine.
Yeah. Some fucking back knee. That's what I take care of. My back knee is right there in the hotel room. You know.
Yeah, that Neutrogena.
No, that place was fucking nasty. And then remember their credit card machine wasn't working, so
you had to manually give that guy all your credit card info.
Photoshopped my credit card.
He took a picture of both sides of your credit card. Yeah. You're like, I don't know why, I just don't feel good about that.
Yeah, something feels wrong about this place. And then we fucking left, and I was
the dude that worked there didn't even have like a hotel like shirt on.
Yeah, he's wearing like fucking jeans and a t-shirt. He looked like a fucking
He had a
dude.
jersey on.
Like just a fucking guy you would see on the street. This is all true. He's just like...
This really happened. And then we're like, at least we'll do the show and kill it, and we'll come back here and it'll all be fun. Went to the show, 0 people there. It was in like a warehouse.
And they were like, the local comic was like, can we still do the show? Because we don't have stage time out here, and I need to do some time. And me and Ben were like, nah, fuck that. We're out. I was like, if we're not making money, we're out. I'm not going to fucking stay here and do this shit.
And then we did like 10 minutes each.
And then,
then we both did an hour.
Yeah. And I read out of my fucking notebook and just worked on new material. And it was
kind of fun. Ride home was good.
It was a 5.5 hour drive to do a 10-minute open mic. That was fun. It was a good time.
It's every weekend.
We were supposed to stay that night, and we decided not to. Because we were supposed to, go hiking.
We're like, at least we'll hike the trails, we'll go in the mountains. We've never done that before. We're like, nah, we're leaving. We played pool at a bar that we could have done here and just left.
Yeah. It was fun, though.
It was all right. Yeah.
It was fun. The food next door, we had to order food from another bar next door.
That was the most West Virginia shit I've ever done in my life.
Remember their pizza rolls that they were talking about? What were those things called?
Pizza rolls.
They carried on about these fucking rolls.
Oh, yeah, the breadsticks stuffed with pepperonis. We're like, we got a place in Indianapolis that has famous breadsticks stuffed with pepperonis.
Right. Yeah,
they brought them over. It was like pizza rolls barely defrosted.
Yeah.
We're like, all right. I mean,
it was literally pepperoni breadsticks, and we were like, oh yeah, we got those in Indiana. They're like, no, you don't.
We're like,
let's
see what they can do here.
You don't see what these are. And they're like, you got to fucking try them because they're pepperoni bread. They're like pepperoni rolls. I think that's what they're called, pepperoni rolls. Yeah, they're just fucking pepperoni sticks. And West Virginia went hard. Like, I insulted them on stage. Like, the 2 people that were doing the session.
That's the fattest shit you could have done.
Yeah. And they were like, oh, well, that's real food to us. I'm like, all right, that's cool. And I had them. They're just fucking pepperoni. They're just pepperoni sticks. That's all they fucking are. Kilroy's has them. You know what I mean?
Meyer has them in the freezer section.
That's right. Yeah. And they were just bread with pepperoni in them. That's all that they were. There was no sauce on them. Remember, you had to dip in that cold, cold ass marinara sauce
and cheese and breadsticks.
Yeah, I'm gonna make my own pizza right here. That place was. What a fun state. We are visiting West Virginia. We will be back at the Blue Parrot.
West Virginia is everything you think it is. There was some dude at a bar. Remember after the show at Crackers this past Thursday, we went to the bar called The Tap, and we just got a drink after and like talked about jokes and stuff. And there's a table there, and a dude was wearing all West Virginia stuff. And he's like, he was so West Virginia, it was crazy. He's like, you see that girl singing up there karaoke? He goes, I think she wants fucked.
Jesus.
I was like, dude, you can't wear all West Virginia shit and say that.
Was that your sister? What is this? No, so we're going to West Virginia on our tour. We're going to yeah, it's gonna be good advertising.
How many so see you guys there. Pack it in. Bring the breadsticks.
We're doing Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, South Carolina, Florida, Texas, like 3 times because that state's so freaking big. New Mexico, Arizona, and then Missouri, and there's something else in there. I'm
you almost had them. You had that memorized. That's good. No, that'd be fun.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've seen the
you have
flyer
your shit together.
Over. Yeah, and I had to record a bunch of promotional stuff like that. So every single one of those dates, I had to do like, hey guys, Ray Hensley here. I'm coming with the Bottoms Up Comedy Tour to Logansport, Indiana, to the State Theater on January 10th. Get your tickets. Links in the bio. Go check it out. You know what I mean? I had to do that
17 times.
All of these fucking.
You know how hard it is to do that kind of shit? I hate that.
Yeah, no, it's
You're like, it took me 3 days to do all just to get up and do it.
I had no motivation to want to do that whatsoever.
It's for your tour to get people out there. You're like, I'm not doing it
to make money, and I'm just like, God, I just want to tell fucking jokes. That's all I want to do.
Everybody else do it.
Yeah, somebody else make them for me. Like if I had a person to do that kind of shit, I'd like.
You gotta clone yourself, dude.
I need to like have
clone yourself and have him do all the shit you don't want to do.
I need like a doppelganger to just do that like little stupid shit that I don't want to do. I just want to get on stage, tell jokes, and then get off stage, and then go sleep in my hotel room. That's it. All the posting on social media stuff, all that other stuff, that's just,
sucks.
It's boring to me. I don't get like you're great at it. Like
It
you're
still
fantastic
sucks.
at it. Yeah, and you put a lot of fucking work into it. I've watched you in a hotel restaurant up in the upstairs.
Oh,
of the hotel
yeah.
all fucking day working on this shit. And I'm just like, hey, let's go do something.
I
You're
really
like, oh, I
wasn't
gotta
doing
finish.
anything.
I gotta finish this TikTok video. I'm like, all right,
I really just drank like a gallon of coffee and ate like 20 cashews.
all those fucking nuts. We're back on the squirrel
No,
thing.
that is nuts. All right, let's get to the espresso question of the week, which is, what's your crazy New Year's Eve story? It can be from this year or from your whole life. Have you ever
this
done
year
something
I
wild?
did absolutely nothing.
Isn't that the best though?
Yeah, I stayed at home and I played video games with my Canadian buddy. And then he's in the West Coast on
What game?
Canada. We were playing
Canada.
We were playing this game called Stranded Deep. It's a deserted island, like you're a castaway kind of thing.
Like, is it on? Like, is it computer? Or is
It's
it
on
like
Xbox. Yeah.
Wow, you're
But so we
Xbox.
played there, and I had like a yeah, I'm poor. So I had like a case of
You're
beer.
like the first Xbox.
Yeah, Xbox 360. Is that the first one?
No, the first one was just Xbox.
Oh, was it really?
Just the
No.
big black one. Remember how big Xbox controllers were when they came out?
Oh yeah, they were.
It's like, what the fuck is this?
I got
Am I
like-
holding onto a pillow?
I got like little small hands too, so I had to like.
You
fucking-
can't reach the
to reach
buttons.
the other fucking bumper. He had to,
You
like,
gotta
go
you gotta
across.
type like your dad on the keyboard when
Oh,
you're
yeah.
playing Xbox.
It's just like it's just in my lap, and I'm just like, just fucking pecking at it.
Did you have that Xbox though?
I did have that Xbox. I forgot all about that. So it's Xbox, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and now there's a new XS.
I don't know. Is there a new Xbox?
They have a new Xbox, yeah. I forgot. It came out when the PlayStation 4 came out. I
It
don't
was
have
such a
it.
big deal between PS2 and Xbox when they first came out.
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
Xbox is
That was
king.
blood. No, it's not. PlayStation is.
That's not. See, we'll just not be
Whatever,
friends
dude.
over this right now. All right, you have to go. See you.
Bye. All right, that was shot 192.
That was shot 192. So my craziest New Year's Eve, right? We were on tour when I was playing music, and I was in a band, right? I
Yeah.
played drums in a band. I was the background singer in this band, right? We
Just
were in
you look like you play drums.
drums or tuba.
God damn. Did you play the tuba?
I did, yeah. I can also play
You got
piano.
tuba shoulders.
Yeah, I do.
I can see that thing just popping over your,
Yeah,
right next to your
One
head.
is right on your fucking shoulder too.
Yeah, you got drum body for sure. I can see you in a basement. Just
These forearms are quick.
you can do that thing with the stick.
Yeah, swirl them and
That's
stuff.
all I wanted to do
Twirl 'em up in
ever.
the air.
You
I
can
was-
do that and catch it.
Yeah. I was a badass fucking drummer.
Prove it.
Prove it
Come
right
on,
now.
right here.
All right. So
You're like
we are all over the place on this. This is fun. I like this. No, so my craziest New Year's, we were on tour in like central Michigan, like near Kalamazoo kind of
Yeah.
area. And we did this show at this barn. It was so fucking fun. And then that night at the barn, we got fucking trashed because there was like a bunch of
that
a
sounds
bunch of
dangerous.
there was a bunch of kegs, and
White
a bunch
guys
of
at a
beers.
barn
Dude.
with like tools on the walls, drunk.
And I was so fucking.
Let's harvest some corn.
I got so shit faced. I do not remember the ball dropping, and I woke up in the morning on a trampoline like 3 miles away in somebody's backyard.
somebody else's.
Yeah, I don't even know who the fucking person was, but I woke up
That's
on a trampoline
so crazy. So drunk you wake up in somebody else's
in
property.
just my boxers.
Dude, and you think like out there in the country where a barn is, some guy just would have been like, who's there?
Yeah, I don't know. I was in like somebody's fucking backyard on a trampoline, fucking.
I
burnt.
know you pissed yourself.
I probably did. That's probably why I was
Just
wearing.
solo? There wasn't anybody else on the
No,
trampoline?
it was just me.
I'm surprised some crows weren't like picking at your back or
Yeah,
something.
I did hang my jeans and my t-shirt up properly on the edge of the trampoline. So I wasn't a total animal that night.
Not a total
was
piece of
fucked.
shit. He made sure his jeans weren't wrinkly.
Yeah.
But you're face down on some asshole's trampoline.
Dude, I think I've only in my life only had like 1 or 2 New Year's kisses. What about you?
I've had one that was random, which is the best. And then the other times, I don't know if I had a legit one. But one was just super random. Like everybody at a house party, and I was just like, "Fuck it."
Yeah,
I'm
you're just like
doing it.
partner up.
I'm kissing this guy.
This guy.
Come here, bro.
Old Derek James is gonna be jealous of that. And he's like, fuck, we gotta be somewhere near Ben.
What are you doing on New Year's? He calls me 50 times. You do anything tonight, bro?
11:59. He's like, where the fuck are you?
He just drives his car into my front windows.
running around the city like Flash, just looking for you. That dude wants you so bad. Shut the fuck up.
Dude's in a committed relationship.
Yeah,
what are you doing, bro? Where are you? It's
as soon as you give him the word, that shit's over.
The word?
Yeah, like, hey, Derek, come over. I want to fuck. He's like, hey, we're breaking up. I gotta go.
I give him the word every day.
Do you?
Yeah.
Lucky.
Have you? So, what were your kiss situations?
One of them was random.
You just looked to your left and did it?
Yeah, we just partnered up. I was like, hey, so you don't have anybody?
Who was like? Was it like a Josh or like a who was it?
It was a Chet. Where do you think I got that name from? It's fresh in my head. No, I don't remember this girl's name. The other one was she's an old friend of mine from high school. We kissed on New Year's.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. It's a weird thing. Oh, every time it's going down, I'm like, does anybody know? Like, I always think everybody forgot about the kiss part. It's like 5, 4, and I'm like frantically looking around the room. I'm like, who am I going to kiss? And I feel like nobody else is doing that.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, can I lock eyes with somebody? Yeah, like, I'm like, damn, you guys are still like just carrying on, like eating food and shit. Like, it's time to kiss.
It's because I think most people like plan that shit ahead.
Oh no, I'm like, we got 5 seconds.
Like,
Let's
I need
go.
a date for New Year's, and then we're just like,
oh, that's what the whole New Year's date thing means, that we're gonna kiss later. I never understood that.
Yeah.
I've
never ever planned it that far.
No way.
Because
5 seconds out, I procrastinate.
Because the girl, my high school friend that I kissed on New Year's a few years back, she just showed up to a show that I was at, and then I was like, "Hey, you want to?" And she's like, "Yeah."
You asked her?
Yeah.
You pre-kiss asked?
Yeah, I was like, "Why not?" And then it was like a forced thing, and it's fucking awkward. It's never
the whole
like
New Year's thing
a
is forced.
smooth kiss. It's never like a smooth situation. It's like, well, I guess we have to do this now.
It's so weird.
You know what I mean? It's not spontaneous at all. It's just fucking
You're like doing that kiss that they do in movies where they're just like,
and you're like standing next to each other, just awkwardly, just like 3, 2, 1, and then you just fucking kiss, and you're just like, oh, see you later.
Bye.
And you just fuck off.
Never talk to him again.
Yeah.
You haven't talked to her since.
I'll see you later, Jessica. She's like, it's not Jessica. And you're just like, I can't hear you. The music's too loud. See ya.
Yeah, it's weird. That's why you got to do it in the last 5 seconds.
The last 5 seconds.
The last 5 seconds.
It's more
kiss
spontaneous.
time.
Just grab somebody and fucking kiss them. I don't think you can do that anymore, though.
It's New Year's.
That's how you get fucking in trouble.
All right, let's go to this dude's voice message. King Ziggy, what's your crazy New York's Eve story?
New York's Eve.
This one necessarily counts as New Year's Eve because it was already New Year's Day at this point. We was walking out of Taps and Dolls.
Oh, that's a dangerous
downtown.
It's a shitty place to walk
on the sidewalk. I see a dude in a cowboy hat on bullshit with the girl that I came with. My homie comes over, tugs his mustache because he had a handlebar mustache, waxed hanging down his upper lip.
Yeah, you don't fuck with that dude.
And bro kicked my homie in the knee. So obviously, like any good homie had to do, I pushed him to the ground
and kissed him.
I punched him in the face. And before I could beat him up anymore, my homies pulled me off of him and we left. So I don't know if that's necessarily New Year's Eve, but it was definitely a crazy New Year's experience.
All right.
This dude did not.
This guy beat the shit out of a cowboy.
That guy has never watched this podcast. There wasn't near enough man-on-man action in that shit.
Like, you gotta put something like...
Yeah, you gotta kiss him or something, bro.
You gotta kiss him or fuck him or do something.
So he should have been like,
he's
like, so, you know, bros being bros, I pushed him to the ground, and I hopped on top of him, and I started making out with him. I don't know if that's New Year's Eve or not, but that's my crazy story.
I wish.
That would have been I mean, it's a cool story, I guess. You fought a guy.
You fought Tony Foxworthy. Congrats. Tony Foxworthy is our friend. That's a comedian.
He has a big curly mustache.
All right.
And he's a ginger. It's gross.
Angelica Christine. I don't think she knows that I'm going to say this on here, but I'm going to do it. She didn't leave a voice message, so I got to do what I got to do. She goes, I slipped.
Read it exactly how she did it.
I'm going to. What's your craziest New Year's Eve story? I slipped and skinned my enter shin at a trap house.
So it's Taps and Dolls.
Didn't feel a thing. Then I made a bed at the trap house in IU and took a pic because I lied to my mom about where I was, and she asked for a pic of me in bed. And my first I keep saying New York's Eve. My first New York's Eve kiss was a girl. All in one night. Drove all the way to Carmel the next morning and skated.
Nice.
That's pretty crazy.
If you did see NYE all capitalized, doesn't it look like
welcome to NYE?
Doesn't it look like the stock market or something like that?
Yeah, like rolling across the bottom of your screen. NYE up 30 points.
Exactly right.
New Year's Eve. That's pretty crazy though. When you have to like send a picture, like picture evidence to your
I
parents.
like how she knows she's at a trap house and she's like,
there's no trap houses at IU.
Yeah, there's not. Just say frat house.
Yeah, no shit. My autocorrect.
Yeah. But there's
That's some hood ass.
She's at a trap house and she's like, fuck it, this is where I'm sleeping.
Fuck it, I'm making a bed here. Yeah. Just in the middle of the living room, just makes a pallet.
Yeah, just a pallet and
fluff
fucking
some pillows up.
She lived like a homeless person inside of a trap house that night. Just fucking cardboard boxes and shit.
All in one night, drove all the way home to Carmel the next morning, complete opposite.
And she's from Carmel?
And ice skated.
She's from Carmel. She was at IU. This girl didn't even know what a trap house is. She's just like, yeah, I'm living fucking great. It was like a fucking regular house. It was a one-story house, and she's like, "Is this a trap house?"
She's like, "It was a cottage.
This is what the peasants live like. This is nice."
A trap house with a deck and a hot tub. Yeah.
It's an above-ground pool, and she's like, "Ugh, this is filthy trap house living."
Gross. Is there a pool table down here too? This is disgusting.
It's an air hockey table.
Dartboard.
Yeah.
It's a dartboard like without the soft padding for the darts. She's like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah,
I got to go back to Carmel.
The drywall has just spots all around the dartboard. People missing. And she's like, ugh.
I'm out. I got to go ice skating.
This is a trap house. I have to go ice skating tomorrow morning. You weren't that fucked up if you drove all the way to Carmel and then went skating.
That drive home from IU the next morning, though. You ever done that one?
All the way back to Carmel?
Just back to the States.
Oh, yeah. 37 seems like the longest fucking road in the world when you're on your way back.
It's never not been under construction.
Oh, it's, yeah. Same with like 69.
Like some fucking 45-year-old dads.
The orange barrel state, you know? Look, there's orange barrels right outside this fucking window here.
Where do they store all those?
There's places on 37 where they just have them fucking stacked up to the sky.
No way.
Yeah.
They're in a building? Or they're just like out in the middle of a cornfield?
They're out in the street. Yeah, they're just out in the...
Shut up. They just stack all... I'm always like, where do they put all those barrels? There's 40 million of them.
There used to be. I haven't been down that way in a while, but if you drive south of Greenwood on 37 towards Martinsville, on the right, there was a big stash of them out there.
Like how many though? Like 13 or like 13 million?
I'm
picturing you seeing like 7 and being like, oh, that's where they keep those.
That's where all well, yeah, but that's the only 7 they're not fucking using. The rest of them are out on the streets. They're all in use. They're being put to work.
You ever hit one of those?
They don't fall gracefully. It's like
you can just drill them? I'm
down.
always kind of scared. I'm like, it's going to fuck my car up a little bit.
Some of them will, yeah. Some of them are like full of shit. Some of those ones right there.
I've always wanted to see somebody crash into all those big-ass trash cans like under a bridge.
They have those on TikTok. Because those are full of water. Those big blue barrels.
Just fresh water?
Yeah, fresh water. I think it's just
Damn,
water.
Dude.
But yeah, they're designed to like slow you down and shit like
that. It's like sparkling water?
Yeah, sparkling.
You can make a mixed drink while your car's all
water,
fucked up.
You're just like, damn it.
I'm so dumb.
Yeah. Sparkling water.
Just get out a crazy straw. You're like, I'm kind of parched.
Yeah.
On your way to wherever. On your way to the trap house.
On your way to the trap house. No, But yeah, so they have them like stacked up and shit. It's pretty fucking cool. I
want to work there. I always want to work at places like that. For the longest time, I always wanted to work at like that little booth inside of a parking garage.
That does sound like a fun
doesn't it sound
job,
like
right?
comforting?
Comforting, yeah.
Like like you just sit in that bitch all day. Like you really don't have to pay attention to anybody. They all have key cards, and you're just like they always have a TV in there. They got a fan, a heater, probably a laptop. Like all you got to do is worry about going to the bathroom, and you're set. You're just sitting there all day.
My first time ever going to New York, I met like my first person that I met entering New York. You go through a tunnel, and then you have to pay a fee, like a toll tunnel.
Oh, I hate tolls.
Yeah, and there's like an old lady there. And, like, I don't know how much this is. I don't know how much anything is. So I'm just, like, looking at her. You know what I mean?
How old were you?
I was probably 6, 7 years ago. 8 years ago? 7, 8 years ago?
You're going to say 6, 7 years
so
old.
I was probably, like, I don't know, 30? You know what I mean?
You never been through a toll?
And, well, I'd never... but usually they have, like, the little marquee that says how much it is and shit.
Yeah.
There's none of this. It was on there.
So you're just like,
so
what?
I was my fucking Midwest Indiana boy. I was just like looking at this lady, just like looking at her. And
they are kind of mean.
And then she's like, "It's not gonna pay itself, white boy." And I was like,
"She said that?"
Yeah. And I was like, "How much is it?" And she goes, so I just handed her fucking 20. I was like,
"No way, keep the change, bro."
That was my first experience.
Tipped out a toll booth lady?
Yeah, that was my first experience with a fucking New Yorker, and I was like, I'm gonna hate this fucking city.
Your first New York moment. It's not going to pay itself, white boy.
And I was
keep
like,
the change. You probably ran through the like arm thing too.
Dude,
cars all
she was so mean.
Scary. Those people are low key scary. Like they don't mean to be because they've been sitting there all day, but they're scary as shit.
But
and that's what I want to be when I grow up.
There's no like billboard or anything. I said, hey, it's $7. There's nothing. And she's just like, it's not gonna pay itself, white boy.
Dude, it was probably 92 cents.
It probably
you just gave her 19 extra dollars.
Take it! Ah!
She just gave her everything you had in your car.
Screaming like a bitch the whole way out. Just
all the way into the city.
All the way into it. Until I get to fucking Times Square, wherever the fucking central New York. I start coming back towards her because it's a fucking one-way. Just just fucking run
right back through it the opposite way.
Just sitting there snacking on gummy bears.
Crying and shit. Nose is running. No money. Chapped lips.
All the fluids on my face.
Oh, shit. All right. Well, that's the espresso. Quick question of the week.
That's it? There's only 2?
Yeah, there's only 2 this week. Light week this week. We'll get them back. We'll get them next week. All right, let's go viral. But first, the Espresso Podcast is brought to you by Wave One Media. If you want to start your own show, visit thewave1.com. All right, hashtag trending baby names for 2022.
What are popular baby names for 2022?
Like Braxton.
Remember when white people used to make fun of
I love a
like
girl.
all the hood names, and now like white people have like the weird fucking names that they're giving all their kids?
Like what?
Like remember when they're like LaQuisha and LaQuanda and like all that shit, and they were just like, this is a stupid name. And now there's like, this is Braden Lee. This is Broxton. It's like, all right.
I love a girl with a dude name.
Zion.
For some reason, I love that
Zion's
shit.
kind of a dope name.
Zion. I mean, you got to be huge.
What is that? Is that
you got to be
Meave or
huge.
Maeve?
Maeve. 1,000 baby girl and boy names of 2022. Ezra, Ivy. Well, I can get down with Ivy.
making a comeback, huh?
Aurora, Quinn. Lil Bet.
No way.
Not a lot, baby girl. Just a little bit.
Little Lily Bet.
The fun you could have is like a teacher going through roll call
River.
with this shit.
I never understood names like River. I know a guy named Forrest. I know another dude named Lake.
How is Molly cracking the top 30? Molly.
Molly?
Molly. No weird spelling.
Yeah, it's not like
Alex? Shut up. That's the oldest name ever.
Is that the
Rowan?
oldest name ever?
Oldest name ever is like Haggard.
Haggard.
Well, think of the oldest name you can think of.
Joseph is like the name in the Bible, right?
I guess that is some old ass shit. Wouldn't Jesus be? Well, I guess no.
Abraham, Jesus,
Haggard.
Joseph, Haggard. Haggard sounds like it was around for
Bethel.
Rose, Ruth.
Ruth is old, dude. Do you ever see like a girl in this day and age with like an old ass girl name? You're just like, what?
Oh yeah, like she's like, hi,
Dude, there's a girl. My friends were like, "Yo, you gotta hang out with this girl one time. Like, she's really hot." It was in college, and I was like, "All right, I'll roll with you guys." Talking about all these girls we're gonna hang out with. And I was like, "What's her name?" They go, Gretchen.
Gretchen.
I was like, "No, I'm not going."
yeah,
Gretchen?
I went to school with a Gwendolyn.
What?
Yeah,
Mia. I like Mia.
Mia. Yeah, Mia's cool. Mia sounds slutty in a weird way, doesn't it?
A little bit.
Like just Mia.
Mia.
I got two friends.
Girls with 3-letter first names. Jesus Christ. My mom's name's Amy. What am I doing?
Yeah.
Mia. Ivy kind of does
Maya,
too, I guess.
That's another good one. Maya.
Like for a slutty name or a real, like, would you name
Just
your daughter Ivy?
No.
Why not?
Because that sounds like
Axel. That's an old ass name.
Axel. Axel sounds like Axel's like you have to be fucking tough.
You have to be a car mechanic.
Yeah, you can't be like fucking like working on your computer and naming Axel and just fucking pushing up your glasses. And
Yeah,
be
you
like,
gotta play guitar.
I'm Axel. It's like, all right, shut up, nerd.
Shut up, nerd.
Finn?
Play me in this Castaway game.
What is that name? Leilani?
Leilani. Atlas. Hey, Atlas. Guy sucks at geography.
He goes, yeah, it's a map. He's like, it's an atlas. So
Bailey.
Bailey.
Bailey's every dog's name. Number 1 is Zion, though.
Zion and Kai?
I mean, you gotta have a big ass kid to name him Zion, right?
Yeah.
Just seems like
Yeah, you can't raise some fucking soft kid named Zion. I want to name my kid when I have a kid.
Zion just fixing your internet connection.
Oh my god.
Just doing
I'm
the nerdy.
spacing on the fucking name. What's the dude's name
Do
from
you have a list in your phone? I think I might.
What's the dude's name from 300?
I haven't seen any movies.
Oh my god, why am I spacing on that name? Never mind then.
I think
Maximus from Gladiator would be cool.
I've got baby names in my phone. This is the only thing on there.
It says Ray. Elvis. You name your kid Elvis?
I think it was a joke. Elvis.
Just Elvis.
Dude, I hate Elvis.
I want to name my kid Adolf.
Not more things piss me off than people's people's fetish with Elvis. You ever see some like dude that really likes Elvis and you're like, what?
Yeah.
I think
He's
Elvis is
always
the
got, like, his hair,
weirdest
like-
thing.
Why?
You
Elvis
like
had,
him?
like-
You love Elvis.
I don't like
I know
Elvis.
you love Elvis.
He had some decent little fucking bops though. Did he not?
Blue Christmas was pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. And the was like
Sing it.
wise men.
I hate
say
Elvis, man.
Only fools rush.
I think it's his sideburns I don't like.
Is it?
Yeah, once he
I
got
think you
older
just
and had those
remember-
sideburns,
I
I
think
was
you
like,
just remember old Elvis when he's in the white jumpsuit and he's all fat and shit. I think
Yeah.
that's the Elvis you keep always thinking about.
well, I'm naming
But
my
Elvis
kid
back
that.
in his heyday, that dude was a dime piece, bro.
Yeah.
I
You would?
I would, yeah.
Yeah.
You'd
That's why I'm naming my kid that.
You'd be gay not to.
Ooh. Ooh. I'm bricked up just thinking about the king of what was his
King of
nickname?
Rock? Is that
King
what
of
it was?
Rock. I almost said pop, but that's Michael Jackson.
The king of, yeah.
I'm bricked up just thinking about the king of pop.
Still though.
Talking about Elvis.
Still though. The king of rock. I'm rock hard thinking about the king of rock.
Hashtag strange use for bacon. You ever have something with bacon in it that you're like, I don't really know if this should have bacon
Don't
in
they
it, but
put
I'm
like
gonna eat
bacon
it.
and ice cream and shit now?
Just at like the Indiana State Fair.
I'm not a huge fan of the bacon jelly.
Huh? There's bacon jelly.
Like a marmalade, like a bacon marmalade or whatever. It's kind of it's just weird to me. Just fucking put bacon
Just
on it.
doesn't work. What's a weird thing I had bacon in one time? Bacon in Bacon and beans is perfectly fine. I had something so
Yeah, baked
weird.
beans with bacon in it's fucking fire.
Maybe it was oh no, I had one of those burgers one time. It was at a place called Scotty's Brew House. You remember that place? Mm-hmm. That place was fire, but something happened to it. I don't know what happened. But they had a burger that had peanut butter on it. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah. Those
That was
hipsters do all that
weird
kind of
as shit. But it had bacon on it too. So I had peanut butter bacon.
Yeah. I was in Dayton, and there's a restaurant around the corner. I forgot what it was called. But they had a burger there that had peanut butter, jalapeno pickles, a carrot, some kind of like pickled carrot.
Who put the carrot on that?
Yeah. And
I said carrot like the peanut butter and jalapenos wasn't weird. Who put the carrot on that?
Carrot? Come on. It was pickled jalapenos, pickled carrots.
What's a pickled carrot mean? Like, so a carrot's
It's
just
just
soaking in
it's just
pickles all night?
Pickle juice or vinegar juice, whatever the hell. Well, how do you
I
make
should know.
pickles? It's cucumbers and
old
vinegars
cucumbers.
or something like that. Let me just, I don't know, whatever.
You
But it was
had-
good.
You had it?
It was good. Yeah.
Peanut butter on a burger.
It was weird. It was different.
It was weird. The way they were like, you got to eat it upside down. They kept telling me that. They're like, yo, the peanut butter burger, you got it? You got to eat it upside down.
Well, then fucking
I was like,
give it to
what?
me. Why not just put the fucking...
I was like,
top
what if I
on
switch
the...
the buns? They're like, doesn't matter. You got to flip it upside down. It was weird.
Yeah.
It's like how you eat stuffed crust. Remember those stuffed crust pizza commercials back in the day?
Yeah.
You got to eat it backwards.
You got to eat it backwards. Who does that?
It'd
I
be
ever saw
it would
somebody-
fuck up my whole day.
Yeah, if I saw you doing it, like we're good friends, I would fucking
smack
I
me
would
right
hate
across the
you
face.
with all of my heart the rest of my life. I would ruin your career.
You'd start your car, fucking blare Elvis and speed off.
No, but
He's
yeah,
eating his pizza backwards.
could you imagine eating your way to the point of a pizza?
That's disgusting.
It just that's like
It doesn't line up right in my
I'm
brain.
mad thinking about it. Like I'm like livid right now.
I think I
Thinking-
tried it though.
Just thinking of this
After seeing that
fucking-
commercial, I was like, I gotta try it, and I got like one bite in. I was like, now this pizza looks like shit. It's got a big bite out of
Yeah,
the
he
back.
was like, give me another piece. Just throw that whole one away. This one's ruined. Your mom's like, did you drop it on the ground? You're like, sure. Sure. Give me another fucking pizza, Amy.
Amy,
Just call her Amy. That's how mad you are that you fucking ate it wrong.
give me it. Did you ever call your parents by their first name?
No.
Ever?
No.
They would have whooped your ass.
Yeah,
That guy didn't have parents.
Yeah, it is. Mom, what's that?
Oh, I would do it to throw my dad off, but he'd be secretly so shitty with me.
What's your dad's first name?
Joe.
Joe?
Everybody in my family has 3 fucking letters.
Joe Polizzi.
It seems like it. I didn't even notice that. Amy, Joe, Ben, Jesus Christ.
Don't you have a sister named Amy?
Nah, it's my mom.
Amory.
Amory, yeah.
That's your
That's like that makes up for all the other letters we should have had. She's like 27 letters in her name.
You're Benedict.
Yeah, but it was funnier when we were just talking about the 3-letter thing. She's like, play along, play along.
What's Amy short for? Is it just Amy?
Yeah, it's just Amy. What would it be short for?
I don't know. Amy Lisa?
Amy, Lisa.
Amory? I don't know. So yeah, Amy's just Amy. Joe's Joseph, right? Yeah, all right. We always talk about names on this fucking podcast.
It's the whole thing. Sinful, hashtag sin. Let's go to days of the week. Da-da-da-da, days of the week. Thursday. National Bean Day. What's your favorite bean?
I'm
You mess with beans?
Not at all.
They make you toot.
Yeah. Beans.
Beans have never made me toot.
The
That
magical
nursery
fruit.
rhymes bullshit.
It is, yeah.
I'll eat
never-
beans all day.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah.
I'm not a
No.
huge bean fan. Like I
Like when you go to Qdoba, they're like, "Do you want beans?" You're like,
no
"No."
beans. No beans. I fucking,
What's your Qdoba order? From
I
the
get-
jump. From the jump.
the bowl?
Do it in ASMR though. Welcome to Qdoba. What would you like, sir?
I get the bowl.
What do you want in it?
The bowl with
Oh, come on.
brown rice, with steak, lettuce, pico,
I hate how I like this.
salsa, corn salsa, queso, shredded cheese, guac.
Do you get the tortilla chips or tortilla strips?
Yes, if they have them.
They usually don't though, because
It's
they're all
basically everything but beans. Oh, I'll put the fajita stuff on there too.
It's good.
I like that. Yeah,
Do you get cookies or brownies ever?
yeah, both. Yeah.
The corn salsa though, if you don't get that,
it shouldn't be as good as it is, but it's fucking amazing.
what, the corn salsa?
Yeah, it's
oh
amazing.
my god, you get the corn salsa?
Yes, sir.
You have to.
Got to.
Have they ever been out of tortilla strips, but you want them so fucking bad, somebody just crushes a bunch of chips over your bowl?
No,
I've done that countless
I'm gonna
times. I'm like, you don't
start
have
doing
them?
that,
They're like,
though.
no. I'm like, chips. They're like, the guy comes from the back. He's like the chip crusher.
Have you ever had chips from like Qdoba?
They give
Or
you so
Chipotle?
many.
But you ever get that one that like just impossible to chew?
It's like super hard.
It's like-
super salty. I like a hard ass chip.
You do?
Oh yeah.
The amount of times I've had a bloody mouth, like the roof of my mouth, it just like, and you gotta like dig it out of there because
Oh, I had a tortilla.
You.
I had a chip stuck in between my teeth up here for so long. I was over it, bro. I think I got like a steak knife and got it out of my mouth. I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Dude, yeah, it'll.
No, for real. One day I just went crazy. I was like, ah!
Because you get to a point when you're just eating a lot of chips where you're just like confident and cocky. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
like-
You're
it's
just
like popcorn
you're just
thing, too.
I was just sitting there talking. All of a sudden, you're
yeah.
sitting, you're just like,
That's what happens to me with popcorn kernels. It happens in the movies, dude.
Yeah.
You go grab a handful of popcorn and there's a kernel in there hiding and you're like, oh!
yeah. Or that one where you're trying to play it off like it's not stuck in the back of your throat. You're just like,
You can't talk right for 4 days. You're like, I don't know what happened.
you're just like surrounded by people trying to get that fucking popcorn out of the back of your throat. You're just like, you're just like,
Popcorn throat.
you're like, oh yeah. So for New Year's Eve, like, I was. And then you have to just fucking take
Voice
your
keeps
finger.
going in and out and shit. Yeah. That's my pop secret. Pop secret. Come on. All right. Thursday. Wait, Friday. National Bobblehead Day. She's a bobblehead.
I can see you as like a dude who has his own bobblehead.
Like, of me?
Yeah. Do you have an espresso bobblehead of you?
No, I think bobbleheads are so stupid. Just shaking all damn day. I think it's a dumb
Put 'em on
thing
your
for
dash.
people to collect.
Yeah.
Besides that hula girl.
Yeah.
That's probably the
hula-
most famous
Or the
bobblehead.
fucking
What's that one?
the cactus.
Never seen that.
You ever seen the
It goes
dancing
on your
cactus?
car?
Yeah, like goes on your dash or whatever, and it's just like a
Forever.
Just does this with its hands.
Saturday. National Bubble Bath Day.
I do enjoy a solid little bubble
I
bath.
hate baths.
Yeah, it's kind of gross. Like if you like
Disgusting.
if you think about it, you're just bathing in your own filth. But there is something relaxing to it for the first,
Guys shouldn't be taking baths.
for the first few minutes. A bubble bath is very soothing, and then the water starts getting cold, and you're like, "Oh, I'm just wasting my time now."
You start to see your legs and shit through the bubbles. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, the bubbles start going away, and you just see your stupid little penis just sitting there.
Yeah,
You're just
I'm like, I try to like foam up the water. I'm like, I don't want to see that
You're
shit.
just like,
right now.
okay.
I always make a bath, get in it. I do this every night. No. And then I forget something, so I got to get out of the water.
Yeah.
And do that little bitch ass walk to like the fucking. You're trying not to get the floor all wet. You're like, God, where's my phone?
dragging the floor mat with you. You're just fucking scooting.
Oh yeah, so you don't get shit wet. You got a towel under your feet. You're just like pivoting and shit. Yeah.
A bubble bath, that's pretty all right. I want a hot tub. That's what I want.
I think hot tubs are worse.
You think
Are
so?
you one of those dudes that would like get in your hot tub when it's like 19 degrees out? I think that's weird.
I think it is weird too. I want a hot tub.
But then in the summer it's too hot.
yeah, so it's got to be like just a fall kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Leaves all that shit in the water. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Who needs bubbles when you got fucking leaves?
Yeah.
You got dead trees. Just
Yeah,
floating
come
around
on,
your water.
relaxing. Sunday, National Balloon Ascension Day. These days are so whack.
What does that mean?
You ever play that balloon game though, like in your living room where you hit the floor?
Oh, that's
The best game of
the
all
most
time.
intense game ever.
You won't try
when you were
harder
a
than
child.
anything.
Yeah, this.
Oh, today.
I never
That
went-
should be an ESPN thing.
I never. Yeah, it should.
Like
be.
on one of those days where the ESPN has they can't cover anything and they just do like World Series of Poker.
Yeah.
They should just do.
They
the
made
balloon
fucking
game.
tag a thing where there's just a bunch of dudes
That
running
looks
around.
crazy.
That looks intense too.
How do they not like slip and just fuck their whole brain up on the
Just-
monkey bars?
Just fucking spine it. Ooh, that would hurt.
Seriously, I've never seen
if they can
anybody
make
fall
that
on
a
those. That's
game-
all I'm looking for the whole time is during tag. I'm like fall.
Yeah. Or just misjudge a jump and just boom.
Yeah.
Just fucking dome
Every
it.
time.
Every time. But if they can make tag a fucking cool game, there's
They gotta
the
play
balloon game.
Play
would be
balloon.
Fucking sick,
We could be a team.
dude. Yeah, I've never gone harder at anything in my life. I played fucking baseball through school, all that other shit, and I was just like, nah, this is all right. But that balloon game, you throw a balloon in the air, I'm gonna make sure that shit stays in the
It's
air.
never touching the rug. But like the
never.
places they need to play, if they make balloon game on ESPN,
It needs
they
to be
need
in a
just
living room
living
setting.
rooms
It needs
with
to be
like
a living room,
lamps and shit.
a fucking floating
Elvis
couch.
figurines.
Yeah, there needs to be shit in the middle of the floor that's like a coffee table.
Just
there needs
normal
to be
shit.
a couch. Yeah.
Yeah.
There needs to be a TV on the wall. There needs to be everything that you'd find in a fucking living room right there. Not like the tag shit where they kind of.
No, they like made it cool. That should just be on a like rusty ass playground.
Yeah, exactly. There needs to be a fucking one of those metal slides that you burn your ass cheeks on. There needs to be fucking. Yeah, there needs to be that fucking
Monkey bars that you're getting stabbed on. You need to get tetanus shots after tag.
Yeah, that little fucking plastic spiral thing. You tag somebody with that shit, they're gonna know because they're gonna get lit the fuck up with a shock. And ooh, you know what I mean?
That
merry-go-round?
That's the most dangerous piece of equipment I've ever seen in my life. Remember that?
The merry-go-round?
Death trap?
Yeah, yeah. You just
you ever been
fucking,
on that thing?
Just fucking get people going on that shit.
Oh,
Dude,
I used
so
to.
fun.
I'm still dizzy.
You ever seen the videos of the guy? I think it was on Tosh or something. This guy put his motorcycle down and used the fucking tire to get this.
So that thing was
thing-
just moving.
This thing was kicking. There was somebody on it just holding on, and all of a sudden their body just starts.
Pure
Their
white.
body just starts giving up, and they just gone.
Can we find that? No,
Dude.
we can't. Fuck it.
Dude, that's if you gotta see it. It's the funniest one. People just getting tossed off a merry-go-round is just so funny.
Yeah, that's what I want to see on ESPN on a Sunday at like 3 p.m. Just people
Just
passing
getting
out.
wrecked on a fucking on
motorcycles.
kids' toys.
Who's not watching that?
Who's not? Yeah. Dude, yeah. That's
Chain
just-
swings and shit.
oh yeah. You remember just going so high and then just at the top of it, just being like, I'm jumping. How do we
Both
all
knees.
Yeah, how do we all not have fucked up ACLs and knees and shit?
I think we do.
I mean, probably do. Maybe we're like blaming it on old age, but it's actually because of the shit we did when we were kids. We're like, damn, I'm
Tube
30,
slides
my
and
back
shit.
is
I don't know what's going on. It's probably when I cut the grass. It's like, no, it's when you got underdogged from 40 feet in the air. Dude, underdogs was the most dangerous thing.
Dude.
If somebody said underdog on the playground, I was like, oh, shit.
It's because nobody ever goes fucking out and up with an underdog.
No.
It's always straight
Straight
the
up.
fuck up.
Ah!
You
You
just-
just sat right at the fair. Ah! You again. Ah! You in your car.
And then the fucking chains have no give, so they just fucking
Dude.
hit you.
So your lower back's like, I
yeah, just fucking
don't
accordion.
know what's
it.
wrong with my back. Oh!
The fucking underdog.
Playgrounds, dude.
Dude, that was where we all became fucking just tough and resilient. And because if you can like survive the fucking playground, the world was easy to you. You know what I mean? The seesaw.
That static ass.
None of us
slide.
have
That
trust
static
issues.
ass the seesaw.
None of us have trust issues because of the fucking teeter-totter.
That's true.
Because you get fucking.
I'm not even gonna go to
you'd
a
get-
chiropractor
You
anymore. I'm
get
just gonna
90. You'd get 90 feet up in the air, and the only fucking thing
Then your homie would be like,
stopping you-
"Peace, bitch."
Yeah, and then you fucking hop off and you just go fucking just land right on your fucking ass.
My hips feel better. Nobody in our generation has a tailbone.
Nobody. Yeah.
They're all just chipped and cracked from seesaws and shit.
Mine just looks like a fucking bag of powder. Like a fucking bone dust.
What happens? You watch two kids on a seesaw from our age group, dude, going up and down. One kid bails, other kid drops. Just
Yeah.
flower challenge.
That's why. Because of the park, we have no trust issues as our generation.
Our backs are all ass.
Because you get on the fucking monkey bars, what happens?
Dude, the playground
Some
was
little
a
fucking
bad
idiot gets on
place.
the other side, and then you just start coming to you. And
And
he
you
just
start
wraps,
fighting with
yeah,
your
he
legs.
wraps his legs around you.
I
Just
did
fucking
that.
rips you down. You're just like, dude, I wasn't even trying to do this. You know what I mean?
Everybody's hands are all tough from those poles you firefighters slide down.
Oh, yeah. Those,
My hands were hot at recess. Dude. My hands were on fire.
you get back, you look like a carpenter's hands. You know what I mean? Like a diesel mechanic's hands.
Get back to
all rough
phonics class. You got 3 fingers. Dude, the playground was dirty. You ever go on that tube slide and just read all the messages from like the kids that went there on the weekend that didn't go to your school?
Call for a good time, your mom, and just like, all right, that's not even my mom's number. And then you mark it out and you fix it.
Yeah. You're like, and her name's Amy. Come on. Get that shit right. 3 letters.
3 letters, bud. Who's Susan?
You fix her number.
Idiot.
Put the area code in there with parentheses.
Put a
Piece
picture of her.
Shit.
This is what she looks like. Don't ever forget it.
That's it, people. That's what we're ended on right there. Espresso Pod 192. Remember to join the Patreon. Hit
you
up
hear-
Ray's tour.
I just tried. I'm gonna try this real quick. Did you hear that the squirrel from the beginning of the podcast?
Yeah.
He had to get checked out by some physicians
Yeah, why?
before, and they called him the ◍𝗫𝗍 doc. Tried to work hickory in there. It sucked. All right, let's end it now.
You're like, one more. I got it.
I got it. It's a failure. All right.
Okay. Yeah, remember to join the Patreon, buy some merch, go to a tour date of Ray's. and it'll be-
@RayHensleyComedy.com.
it'll be on
You'll
all
see
his
all of
stuff.
my dates on there, everything. Come out and have a good time. We're going all over the country. All the dates are on there. And then if we're not going somewhere, message me. Message me and tell us you want us to come there. And then me and Ben, we're talking about going on tour this summer. And then me and Ben will come out there and do that shit. So come on. Message us where you want us to go and we'll come out.
Follow, subscribe, rate, review Espresso Pod on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, all that. But all right, talk to you guys next week. All right, fam.